YouTube! Back at you again with another video. So check this out. I've been riding this bike for a good 175 miles. And when I tell you this is the most uncomfortable seat that Honda could have put on the Grom, I lie you nothing. I'm a pretty tall guy. And like I said in a couple of videos before, usually when I'm on a bike, my knees are all the way up here, and my butt sits inside of this groove. And sometimes I just want to sit just a little bit back, but this ridge just mashes up on the testicle area. So I ordered a new, I think it's a pretty unique color that I ordered online. Hopefully it's the color I chose. It did ship from Thailand. I ordered it last week and it's already here. And today is, what's today, Wednesday? Yeah, I think today is Wednesday. So let me cut this guy open and let's see what this is like. The difference between this seat and this seat is this one is a flat seat, right? And then this one, it has that dip where it forces you to sit inside, forces you to sit up against the inside, up against the ball sack area. So what I did was I decided to get a flat seat. And so yeah, so let me take this one off and I'll install the new flat seat and see what the difference is. All right, so if you look at the difference between the two, they're pretty much exact, except like you can tell this bumper is not on here, so you can tell it's like an aftermarket. Yeah, but everything else is pretty much exactly the same. Oh, these hooks here are not on the aftermarket seat. So yeah, so let me just go ahead and install this new seat here. All right, so I already know the bike looks that much better already. So let me just jump on real quick. Oh my God, I can actually sit back. I don't feel uncomfortable. Instead of cutting the video short on that last, just the seat install, probably I thought I should add some more. Because believe it or not, this would have been like a 4-minute, 5-minute video. And I said, I can't do that to the viewers. I can't keep it that short. That's craziness. So I got the handlebars installed. Obviously you guys can see the seat is installed. And I also picked up another part, which is the bar ends. I wanted to wait till I got the mirrors, but they're coming from China, I think. And it's like a 4-week, 3-week wait on those mirrors. So instead of making this video short and just on the seats, let me just show you what else I got. For the Allen keys, I need to get the ones that actually have the numbers on them, so I'm not just going through a whole bag of Allen keys trying to figure out which is which. I think it's dumb anyway. But they came with some Honda OEM adapters. These are the bar ends right here. If you want to know the make and model, the ones I have. It also comes with some MC Motorsport Racing, blah blah blah, and then some other bullet parts they sell, like the turn signals, foot pegs, and mirrors. Oh, here's another foot peg. But whatever, that's not what we're here to do today. Today we're gonna install these guys. So let me take it out of the package real quick. Now I was kind of looking over this, trying to figure out how does it go on, and it does have an Allen key hole, which if I'm not mistaken I think is a 6, but I could be wrong. And what's cool about these is that when you tighten this up, this part here flares out and it tightens up against this part. And look, it doesn't even fit. So let me figure some things out real quick. Just so you guys know, this comes with extra pieces that you may not need on the install. So first thing first, what I ended up doing was I loosened this because there's an outer ring with a flare. See it? And then there's an inner one. So let me see if I can take it off with one hand. I think I just did. Still a little grabby. Alright, let me keep loosening it up. You take off that little flare nut thing, then once you take this off, there's going to be a second one inside. So let me see if I can push it out with one hand. If I can't. Man, this thing is very stubborn. The other one wasn't like this. But one flare, this one you don't need for the Mini Pro. Probably for a fat boy, but not the Mini Pro. And then this one, the smaller one, is for the Mini Pro. So you're gonna need this. You're gonna grab the smallest plastic washer that they have. Trust me, don't throw that one away. And then it's gonna come with this other big one for the fat boy. You don't need this one. So these two, you actually take off. And then what you keep is the Allen key, nothing inside. And then the way you're gonna put it on, first you put the plastic washer, then you put the flare, then you put the flare nuts. I think I'm saying that right. So let me put this back together and I'll put it on the other side. Basically it's out. I just push it in. I just put the Allen key inside the hole and I just spin it until it catches. Sometimes it may not catch, but for the most part it does. If it doesn't catch at first, just keep going or take it off and at least make this part a little bit tighter. One hand again. I have it just a little bit tighter now. So I'm gonna put it on and I'm just gonna spin it as fast as I can until it catches. If it doesn't catch, what I do is I make it a little bit more snug. Just try to open up the flare a little bit. Come on, man. Still too small. So let me just keep going. Learn a little tactic that helps. So if you're putting this on, just push it on all the way and then just spin this real fast. But you need two hands only because one holds this in place and then the other one spins this around so that it can catch. And that's basically all I'm doing. But for some reason right now it's not catching. So let me just tighten it up and then yeah, that should be the install for this. So I'm all done now. These are on here nice and tight. This part here is replaceable. So if you ever crash the bike and you need to replace these, all you have to do is just unspin them and then just order a new one of these parts, which I think is hella cool. You don't have to replace the whole thing because I think it was like 30-something bucks for this part. But whatever, you just put this back on and it's on backwards. Damn it. That goes like that. And that goes like that. And that's pretty much it. So I know that you guys are gonna be like, what's up with the gap? Why you have the gap? The bar and mirrors are gonna go in between this and this. I just need the mirrors. Once they come in, I'll install them. It's just that they're taking forever to come. But yeah, it's the same thing on both sides. There's a little gap, and that's gonna be for the mirrors. So just whatever, man. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. And like I said, this is a easy upgrade to do to the bike. In case the bike ever falls over, I'd rather these get damaged than the actual handlebars. But yeah. All right, guys. So I've been riding on the Grom for the past 2.5 hours. I rode from my house to someplace. And as you guys can see, I have the the new seat on here, and I must say, it's a night and day. It's so much better. It just makes the ride just that much more comfortable, mainly because this part right here is flat. And man, when I just enjoy riding the Grom now, and I can ride for a long distance, and I don't feel fatigued, I don't feel bothered, I don't feel like I want to get off, because of the part right here on the old factory seat just rides up on the sack area, but this is a more comfortable ride. So my review on this aftermarket seat, I highly recommend you get it if you're a tall guy or if you're a heavyset guy. Get this seat over the factory seat. All right, so I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day.